Randall, I just wanted to show you something. I'm actually going to do a really early screen share,
Oh,
and I just wanted to get your initial thoughts.
this is unprecedented.
Yeah, this was a memory I got on Facebook today.
I'm not a fan of that already.
Uh-huh. Let's bring it up.
Sure. Oh, mama.
What are you seeing on the
You know,
screen?
I told you I wasn't going to reference your shirt, but that's an overstimulated 40-year-old mom right there.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, seriously, like, I don't know what's going on. I think it's the glasses, but it really makes you look like a nice 40 to 50-year-old woman, in her prime, having a great time of her life. And
Why does my hair half go over my like it doesn't flow right. There's something wrong. For those not watching the YouTube, this is a picture of me in, oh boy, let's call it 2010. No. Oh no, this is 2007.
That's not 2010. No way. Yeah.
This is 2007. Sorry,
Gotcha.
my math again. The whole
Time
high
doesn't.
school and
Yeah,
college
that's
thing. And I'm not good looking. I'll tell you what. You might be looking at me now.
Okay,
saying,
but you're good looking now. And I don't know what that is. Is my point.
I mean,
So-
the internet is talking, right? I don't know.
You're right. But still, yeah, I mean, comparably. So I appreciate you putting that out there. That's
Yeah,
pretty
you're
good.
welcome. Actually, congratulations. Big clap.
Clapping? What are we clapping for?
Our first hate comment came in.
Oh, yes.
And in
very
fact,
good.
the internet did not say I was good looking. A young man said, we aren't
Impressive. That's what
we
it
aren't
was.
impressive
We aren't
ourselves.
very impressive. I've been waiting a long time for that hate comment, and I'm glad it finally happened. It honestly took way longer than I expected. I think that's a testament to how likable we are. It must be.
Oh, you can't say that, Randall. You've doomed us. You've really doomed us.
Yeah, whatever.
So, a quick shout out because you mentioned it, but shout out my sister-in-law who gave me this overstimulated Mom's Club sweatshirt.
Very nice.
It's one of my favorites. It was my 30th birthday gift from her.
Hell yeah.
So
when I turn 30, do I get one too? Is that?
you actually will get something else.
Oh, no. That's a surprise thing that I'm going to not talk about that one.
No,
I'm going
you
to
shouldn't.
not touch that one.
Yeah, you should leave it alone.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe we'll get into this later. I think we should start the show, but I did want to bring some. Just remind me. Just say, Randall or Aiden, you wanted to talk about something that you've talked about previously on this pod.
You want me to say that right now?
I want you to say that at some point.
Oh, at some point during
Yes.
this episode.
That's correct.
Okay. I'll remember. Definitely.
So this is Who Asked.
Yes,
if you didn't
it
know,
is.
this is Who Asked. The show where two ICE agents leave behind their past and become new peaceful protesters in Los Angeles.
true.
Jed Tuberman.
am Brack Tillyflower from Georgia.
Oh, Savannah?
Nope.
I was about to say,
Definitely
Savannah's a
not.
little liberal.
yeah, I don't think so.
And this is a comedy podcast, I guess. We have a lot to get to. We have What's News, Trivia Tuesday, a sound segment for our audio listeners. You're going to want to headphones on. You're going to want to lock in for this.
I have a really good name for the mystery segment, but I'm
Oh,
gonna
do
wait.
you?
I'm going to wait. Yeah.
Okay. And then we have a bunch of US. So why don't we dive right into it and hit
Sure.
me with your What's News, Randall? What's going
Yeah,
on?
I think it's good that I go first. So, my story is written this past week out of California. And I just
Not much going on there,
wanted
right?
to talk about there. So this is pretty good here. Headline is Kitten Rescued from California Storm Drain.
Yes. Fuck. Yes,
A
California.
California animal control officer teamed up with public work employees to rescue a kitten trapped underground in a storm drain. And one of them eventually went and adopted it afterwards. And the police helped as well. And, things are going great in California. And
Yeah. That's a
That's
bunch
how
of
just-
good public servants in California.
everything's great over there. On the West Coast.
Everything's great.
That's what's news with me.
Just the kitten saving thing?
That's it. That's all it is. Why? What else is going on over there? Anything?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Let's see. How long ago were the fires? Did we ever talk
True.
about the fires?
Oh, yeah, no, we didn't. That's a good point.
See, Sylvester Stallone was displaced, I think, but that's fine. I'm not really too concerned about that.
I still follow him on Instagram from when I followed him probably 15 years ago.
You got real issues, man.
No, but like I wouldn't unfollow Sly. Like I'm not gonna be that guy. But anyway, no. He posts. Okay, hold on. You gotta hear this. He posts these really strange things. He posts like clips from Rocky, except it's AI redone the scene to have two babies dressed like the characters and then speaking the lines.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he posts it all the time. It's always a different scene from Rocky. And it's like a little baby going, Adrian. Like it's the audio from, look at it.
Oh my God, literally the first thing I see is an AI baby.
Yeah.
Like
So maybe that's why I haven't. I'm right. I know.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows, and it's a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't fucking kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So some good entertainment there.
This is a weird guy, man.
Very weird. All the punching
stuff,
the fake punching.
CTE is not real though, so
right, correct.
And neither is ice, so that's why we're moving
podcast, on. So we're moving on. Yes.
Yeah. Only real news here. Speaking of real news,
yes, of course.
Did you want to mention anything else about the kitten, Randall?
That's great.
Okay. Cool. So I have something, and I don't know if this one's gonna go over well for the like these guys know things crowd, which I don't know if that crowd exists.
Sure.
I think it's probably not. It's the other way.
Sure.
Do you know what a Labubu doll is?
Yes, I do.
See, I thought you might have an idea of Labubu dolls.
Yeah, terrifying. Hate them.
So there's I brought something other than just, hey, Labubu dolls exist.
Sure.
But I want to tell you about something that happened in Beijing. So a life-size Labubu doll sells for, let me ask you what you think it is, the price of a life-size Labubu doll
how
in
big
an auction.
Is life-size? Like, are they 10 feet tall? What's a life-size Labubu doll?
Let's see. I can tell you 5 feet tall.
Whoa, that's way more than I expected. Okay. So like as tall, wow. I thought they were like tiny little things.
Generally, they are little.
No, but like I thought they were from like a movie or a TV show, right? But I thought they were that small in that animated whatever they were.
Correct.
Okay,
but people made a plastic big one because why not? Like why not?
Okay, so 5 feet tall Labubu. I'm gonna say $2,500.
$2,500 higher.
No, come on. What? I mean, it's just got to be
higher.
$10,000. Dude, wait, hold on. So it's not just like a thing; it's like a collectible as well. So it's expensive.
It's. I guess you can consider it a collectible. It is literally, for those that don't know what a Labubu doll is, I am not going to explain it well, but it is a tiny humanoid creature with like fang teeth that come out in a little smile with big eyes and ears.
And it kind of looks like the Who's from Whoville, like the face does, like with the bent nose kind of thing ish. But it's I don't know why it's so big, but go ahead. Yeah.
$170,000.
Oh, whoa, what? No way. $170,000 for a doll of any size, I think is insane. Why?
Oh, I'm sure some like American Girl dolls went for crazy numbers. I don't know.
170,000 sounds way more than I'd expect. But okay.
I mean, it is more than you should expect.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, so why is this one so expensive? Just because it's big?
Just because it's big. Yeah. So there were in this auction there were 48 lots sold for a total of $520,000. There was a set called the Three Wise Labubu with one doll crossing its arm, one making a peekaboo gesture, and one covering its mouth that sold for $80,000. I did a little research as to like what this craze is and started from. So you were right. I'm not going to go too far into who made it, but it was some Chinese thing. Let me just confirm that it's Chinese before I get fucking canceled on the internet for the fourth time because I said some bad
Asian,
stuff.
duh.
Yeah, well, Lisa from Blackpink, and for you ball knowers, White Lotus
band.
as well. Yeah, Blackpink, the K-pop band.
Yeah.
She had one like on her bag in a picture, and basically anything really famous K-pop stars do.
Yeah, sure.
Just
I understand the K-pop stands. I get it. It's a lot. I mean, I guess I don't get it, but I know that it exists. So.
Yes. How do we get in with the K-pop stands?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I can do a
Do
pretty
you
good
speak
baby
Korean?
metal.
Do you? You can, but
That's J-pop. That's J metal.
yes, I was gonna say that's not pop, but you're also right. It is not K. It's J.
I
So
just think I shouldn't go down this path. But so I actually, Kelsey was mentioning this to me yesterday, which is why I bring it up. I didn't know what it was. We took a flight to San Francisco recently, and I don't know if you know this, a flight from JFK to SFO, there are a lot of Asian Americans on those flights.
I suppose that makes sense.
And I saw more than one, and I like Labubu's on a backpack putting up in the overhead compartment. And I said, "What?" I just assumed it was some new doll. Like,
How big
you know.
is like the normal Labubu? Like your average Labubu?
Yay, like
Okay, and they were putting it in the overhead.
6 inches. No, it's clipped onto a backpack.
I see. Okay,
You understand?
But they were specifically putting their stacks of Labubus on the overhead
Right.
compartment.
So a lot of the Chinese have gravitated to Koreans, and then a lot of Gen Z white girls.
Sure. Okay.
Because that melting pot is all the same. It tastes the same.
That's interesting because I kind of thought that we were like over dolls as a culture thing, you know? Like I know that there's but I know that there's like the old ones and there's like the, like the American Girl stuff and a lot of people that still do that. But I thought that was like collecting old ones. I didn't realize that was still something people did, I guess.
So do you know about Sunny Angels?
No, I don't.
Okay. So maybe we can do this.
Go ahead.
Let me show you something. I don't know. This might get us demonetized. Let me quick share my screen for you again here, Randy boy.
Yeah, because we're making money.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I
this
see.
is a Sunny Angel, and they go onto your phone. They like clip onto your phone. This Amazon page is doing a horrible job illustrating it. Do you see how it's flat there?
Yeah, because it goes onto the back of your phone and like peeks up over the top.
It peeks up like over the phone, yeah.
What the hell?
And all the Gen Z like girly pops have that too, or at least I found out of it from a Gen Z coworker, and yeah, so like dolls are back, and then there's another.
I mean, that's like a phone accessory though. I'm talking like stack them up, American Girl doll, put them in cases around your house, kind of thing.
I mean, it's
or like
just Funko Pops, right?
I don't think so. Because I think those are like at least, I don't know, maybe they are. But the doll accessory thing, I just mean dolls as like buying an American Girl doll for a young girl who like that kind of thing. Like we don't really do that, I think, as a culture as much as we used to.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, yeah.
Did you ever play with Bratz dolls?
I think my sister had them. I don't ever remember playing with them.
My sister did too. So the Labubus.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought maybe you would help me out.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I don't know. Sometimes I got the fucking Happy Meal. I said I want the Bratz Happy Meal. I want to play the Bratz doll. And no.
No. I mean, look. I mean, we can go back.
No, I don't want to go back. I already have a reputation. It's Pride Month. I'm an ally and nothing more.
All right. I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you played with Bratz dolls. It's fine.
Yeah, I bet you did. Whatever, dude. That's my story. Labubu dolls, hot in the streets.
Yeah. Okay. I think they're gross. I hope you put up a picture of them at some point during this.
I'll put up the big picture.
Yeah. Yeah. The big one. Yeah.
So, tell me the name of our next segment.
Ready? It's simple, but it's a play on words.
Oh.
Sounds familiar.
Nice. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So what Aiden and I are going to do.
Randall.
Yeah, I know. I'm going. We are going to play some nostalgic or old type sounds to each other and see if we can guess what the sound is, what it's from. It seems like from our kind of discussions about it earlier, we might have went a different way on this, but that's probably good because it means we won't overlap.
All right. So I have a presentation here called Sounds of Our Youth, and I really should say my youth. This is like a lot of things for me. I think I'm going to start you off with a really, really easy one, Randall, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
That is the intro to GameCube.
The
I know
GameCube.
that one very well.
The GameCube.
That's pretty good.
I mean, listen, What a perfect little jingle.
Yeah.
A jingle? Is it a jingle?
I don't think it's a jingle. No.
No,
I
it's
think
not a jingle. It's a thing.
It's a riff. Yeah.
Favorite GameCube game? Go.
Rogue Squadron 3.
You are a dork. God
I didn't
damn
have
it.
many GameCube games, but that was
Okay.
the one that I put a lot because I played a lot of PS2 or whatever other stuff instead.
No, me too.
Yeah.
I
But
would say
that was it. Mm-hmm.
Smash, easy answer. Super Monkey Ball, underrated answer.
I didn't have Smash, but nobody would ever come over to play Smash anyway. We would always go somewhere else because one friend had Smash. And then
Is that where you learned to play only Ganondorf and Donkey Kong?
I never played Ganondorf. Watch your
Okay.
mouth. I played
Okay.
Donkey Kong and never felt at home until I came out to King Dedede. Okay, so that's the way. That's the way
Fucking
it went.
scumbag. The Smash
Okay,
people. I want
alright.
to get everyone angry at you. Okay. I don't know why this isn't buffering, but number 2.
Is that like an RC
All
car?
right, what do you think?
An RC car? That's my first. Maybe what it is.
So this is me getting out my dad's camcorder and setting it up in the backyard so I can take videos of me at 10 years old with my dog playing superhero by the pool.
Oh my god, that was. I was not gonna get that. Ever.
I mean, why not?
that didn't even sound like a camera.
It's a camcorder, dude. You gotta fucking. Why?
No, I get it.
thing
Yeah,
in.
we had one too. We used to make all kind of movies and stuff when we were little.
I could have and should have been a YouTube sensation if
I agree.
YouTube existed more when I was young. I would have been a star, and by that I mean I was too anxious then and now. So
Right, but here we are doing our
yeah,
own YouTube.
here we
so-
are. Here we are.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
Only heard at 4 a.m, of course. Mr. Lopez, enter left.
George.
Yes.
I hate that fucking show.
Really? I don't think I
And-
ever watched it on purpose. And
Right.
like it was never on probably during the hours when we would have been awake as kids.
Correct.
But when you wake up in the middle of the night, it's always on the TV.
I mean, we don't have to beat it to death because it's not a joke that we made up with the George Lopez waking up
Right.
in the middle of the night, but it is a core memory. And I think the show isn't funny. I think the show's never been funny. I don't dislike George Lopez.
Yeah, he's
but-
good in like Spy Kids, you know? You ever seen
Yeah, he's really good in Spy Kids. But yeah, fuck the lowrider coming on at 17,000 volume on your.
It was pretty loud. Yeah.
Oh my god, 8,000 pound TV. Have you tried moving an old TV?
Yeah, we used to have them, of course, and we move them out to like the front of my parents' driveway. They have a long driveway, so like getting that
Oh,
out
yeah.
to the front. And then but the weird thing is, it would always be gone. People always would take them by like the day after.
Yeah.
It's
No, within hours.
yeah, every time.
Those TVs were ridiculous. I'm glad we have what we have now. Here we go. Next one.
Yeah. That's Kim Possible.
Yep.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yep. That's the Kim Possible ringtone. Baddie.
You know, I never really watched that show. I never really
Really?
watched that show. Yeah, I mean, I know it because there was, the commercials for everything would always show up.
I feel
but
like you could be a Ron.
he's got the naked mole rat. Yeah,
He's
I
got
know,
the naked
yeah.
mole rat. It's a little derogatory. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to be upfront with you about that.
That's okay. I'm right with that.
Unstoppable. Yeah.
Right, his last name is Stoppable.
Yeah.
Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable.
I know. How did we let fucking writers get away with this in 2007?
Oh, we ate it up too. It was
Yeah, I
great.
know. That's what I know.
All right, what do we got? This one's
Here we go.
4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, don't worry.
huh?
We won't. Well, you'll get it by.
Oh, I already get it. Kingdom Hearts.
The rest is for me, just a little bit.
That's fine, of course.
Let me get one piece of the melody. Just one.
Should I make you mad before or after?
Do you want to do? Don't. No, you know what? After.
Okay.
Don't piss me off,
No,
Randall.
that's why I asked. I tried
Don't
to be
piss me off.
considerate.
Oh, stop. Listen. Oh my god. I cried to that as a child more than anything I think probably ever.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to make you mad. I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts
Just
games.
fuck you, dude. Look at my
And
keyblades, man.
I see your Keyblade tattoos. I do.
You've never played any of it?
No, I never. I mean, what were they on? PlayStation, right?
PlayStation, Kingdom Hearts. You know it's my favorite game of all
I know,
time.
I do, and that's not going to make me play them. But
I'm trying Jedi Survivor for you.
You've been trying it for 3 years.
Okay,
that game came out. That game came out in 2016.
That wasn't the point, Randall.
Anyway, all I'm saying is I think that's why I don't like anime these days, because I never even got into Kingdom Hearts. So,
dude,
good, that's a good one though. That's a good nostalgic one.
It's
you know, I'm going to be honest. I was going to I actually searched Kingdom Hearts nostalgic sound to try and find a sound effect from the game.
Oh, it would probably just be this.
Well, I didn't want to do Sora. I wanted to do like opening up a chest and like hearing a noise, but they were all bad. They were like barely even sound effects.
So I looked up a lot of like sound effects like that, like very minute sound effects from games or something.
Right.
It's weirdly impossible to find.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It depends if it's like a mainstream one, then it's easier to find some of those.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Not that one.
Let's move on.
What do you got?
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Sorry, that's so loud.
It's no, not for me. It's that's the guy with he's throwing the cards down, right? What is it?
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! You've never seen that video?
I know it. I know because I think you've yelled lightning bolt at me before.
For sure.
But what is it? Give it to me.
So there's a bunch of people LARPing in a forest, and there's this kid that's just running up at everyone with a little like wand going, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. And there's this guy moaning on the ground dead, and then another guy going, sleep. It's the most ridiculous
out of context
thing.
and it's noises. Yeah,
I love it so fucking much. I love it so much. All right, let's. I got fucking 5 more. Let's rip through these. Here we go.
It just sounds like hitting a basketball or dribbling a basketball.
Yes, sir. Dribbling a basketball. That's right. Because you know what? As a kid, I played fucking basketball outdoors with my brother, and I got my fucking ass beat. Kids now, do they even go outside?
Do they have to? Probably not, no. They play 2K. The 5-year-olds play 2K with each other.
I learned to shoot threes from my chest, and my brother blocked it every time. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking learning from a real YouTube video, like, hey, here's how Steph Curry. Shut up.
You know, honestly, they might learn better than you ever did just from shooting the ball.
No shit, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although that's a good point, because when I went out to practice, it was never my own doing. It was not at will. I'll put it that way. It was like, you got to go out, shoot half an hour, and then come back in. And I never got better, ever.
You're not a basketball player.
No. I mean, you've seen me play basketball.
I have.
And it was probably just as bad the first day I ever picked up a basketball. So it has never once improved, ever.
I was a good shooter. I remember this will forever live in infamy. New York State Fair. You know those like long net basketball games that the rims are so fucked you're not supposed to make it? I was in 7th grade. That picture that I showed right when I started, that's what I looked like.
That's
what I looked like. And I made it in this thing. And this like big black dude behind me goes, "Damn, little white boy can shoot!" And
and it's stuck with you ever since. I get
it. Yes, it has, and I got a huge like life-size Labubu stuffed monkey.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of that? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Tell you what, I could set a pick worth a damn, but that's about it.
No one's getting around my screen.
Oh, God. All right, what do you got next?
All right, here we go.
Sounds like the beginning of like a VHS or like an old-fashioned like some DVD or something.
Potentially.
I don't know what it is. Play it one more time.
All right, come on, Randall.
Should I get? Oh man, you're making me think I should get this. I don't know.
So
I don't got it.
Yeah, okay. That is it's the beginning of something, but it's the PS1.
I didn't have a PS1. I only had a PS2.
Fuck,
See?
dude. That's
what did
tragic.
it.
PS1 was an elite system.
I bet you if I had that, I also would have played Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts was on PS2.
Really? The first one?
Yeah.
How many are there? Aren't there like 6 of them?
No. Well, it's confusing. There's Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out, but there's 1.5, 1.5 remix, 2, and then there's some other weird ones. So there's many and many iterations, but technically,
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's keep going.
One more time.
Okay.
Nothing. That doesn't ring any
Nothing.
bells.
Yeah, see, you and I, we're different cats.
Why?
We're
What's
different
this?
cats.
What is
That's
it?
the like intro to a Guitar Hero song, like when it's about to actually start,
Oh,
and the
okay.
frets come in, and you're about to get going.
I was more of a Rock Band guy.
Of
That's not
course
true.
you were
I
more
played,
of a Rock Band guy.
I played and beat every Guitar Hero 3 song on the hardest difficulty, and then I switched to Rock Band and never went back to Guitar Hero. But still, that's a good
Cliffs
one.
of Dover?
I like that.
Through the Fire and Flames.
Oh yeah, no, not those. No, definitely not the like Junction ones or whatever
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
called.
What
All
a
right, one
fucking
more.
game, Guitar
Yeah,
Hero.
fantastic.
This all happened in 7th grade, I guess. That's like core memories
Yeah.
for me. Guitar Hero 2 and 3, I would wake up at 6 a.m. and play it on my PS2, and then I got the one on the Wii. And I don't know how I didn't piss the fucking shit out of my parents. Like,
A couple friends of mine, we joined. It was when I was lifeguarding, or maybe before then, but it was at the local pool. They had a Rock Band competition, and we entered in. We made a band, and everybody was allowed one song, and we picked. I was the singer because I was the only one that could hold any tone whatsoever.
that makes sense.
And we picked Roxanne by the Police, which was
Huge.
great. We practiced it. They literally came over to practice it, and it was hilarious. And then we go to the thing, and apparently Roxanne was one of the DLC songs, so they didn't have it. They didn't have it at the place, so we had to rip a random one. We didn't win.
Okay, here we go. Last one. Let's just pack it up.
15
we only got 5
minutes.
seconds on this. No, don't worry.
The fitness
I mean, from that millisecond,
got
I
it?
know what it is.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
fitness
that's
bracer
fine.
test is a whopper.
Yeah, great. That's
Wow.
all
Okay.
you needed. I know. I should have
All
just
right.
played the first half a second of everything.
That's pretty good. I'm
so
in. All right.
That
Now,
was those were core memories for me, and I thank you for taking that journey with me. I'm ready for yours. You know what? Let
Okay.
me
I think mine might
grab
be a
drink
little bit
for this.
more.
Yeah, I think it's important that I lock in.
Yeah,
grab a
I think
drink,
some of
and-
mine might be a little bit more recognizable than like, you messing with your camera. But the first one's really tough.
Me recording myself doing
Yeah,
some
so the first
yucky
one
stuff.
you're going to struggle with. Are you ready?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yep. Pretty good.
Are we gonna make
number
love?
one. Maybe. We'll find out and see how many more of these you got.
man, that's awesome. Good for
Okay.
us.
Next up.
Oh, stop it. Let me
not
out.
me.
Let me out.
All right. Anyway, all right, number 2.
Oh, Skype.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm gonna speed run this bitch. That's a good one.
Use
That's
my
a real
keys.
question.
Go ahead.
Did you in your area? Did you have an Uvu phase?
Yes, I
Okay.
did. But somebody else got me onto it. It was somebody who used it for like gaming and something instead of Skype. They're like, it's the next best thing. So you got to use that instead.
Who wants to get on Uvu? And it was your
Yeah.
closest friends. I could probably pull up some nasty pictures of that too.
From Uvu? Ooh, gross.
Yeah. Right.
All
Well, all right. Easy does it. I was 12.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean like
Oh.
Uvu.
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know?
I didn't mean it like that either.
Yeah. Number 3. Here we go. We got. God, it keeps moving my mouse away.
Oh, Pixar?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. The Pixar logo at the beginning. Pretty good. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, Randall. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
cooking. Number 4.
Oh my God. Oh, Wii Sports.
Wii Sports. Very
Wii
good.
Sports.
Okay, it's just going to go twice, but if I just hit this, it should work. Okay, number 5.
Okay. Smash. Oh no, Pokemon. I thought.
What part of Pokemon?
Oh, what? Oh, is it a specific? Is it no? Yeah, I guess that wasn't like the intro. Is it the coming back from Who's That Pokemon?
It is Who's That Pokemon. Yes, that's what it is. It just doesn't have the words on it. So
Maybe that's why it was
Who's
throwing
That Pokemon? And then you come back from commercial break for the second one.
It sounds
It's
like the back
Pikachu!
music. It sounds like
Yeah.
the back music. Okay.
That's what it is.
Nice.
Okay, well, yeah,
That
you got
little
there.
part in the middle there does kind of like.
Yeah, I never knew that was in there. Like, you don't really hear it, I guess.
No.
When you,
Yeah.
but that's
Kinda
what it
sounds
is.
like Smashy.
Yeah, it's straight from the original soundtrack from the show too. So.
Oh shit! All right.
Okay, 6.
It's chlamydia. Oh.
One more
okay,
time?
Yeah. What the fuck?
One more.
Oh God. Oh. Is it a cod nuke?
It is not a cod nuke. No. Good guess. It is the sonic mine from Jango Fett's bombs from Attack of the Clones.
Fuck you. Dude.
Okay, that's like the most well-known Star Wars sound effect ever. You're gonna get flack for not knowing ball. Ever. Truly ever. Truly ever. Yep, I
Randall,
should have made it a sound effect. It is. It's,
No,
you know,
it's
that
not.
it
a
is.
lightsaber, a blaster, an AT-AT, a T1.
That's the one
a
people
TIE
love.
fighter?
Bro, there's so many meats. You didn't get it. That's all right. We can move on. You're not going to get them all. But you should have gotten that one. They're going to tell you that in the comments. Moving on.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Windows startup.
Windows what?
95. XP.
XP. Nice. All right. 8. All right. Now we're going to get into a little, it's going to be getting a little hard here.
Okay.
Let's see if you got it. The last 3 are a little difficult.
Is there a fucking intruder in my house? Okay. I don't know what it is. My guess is like opening the iFunny app.
No, this is Super Mario from Super Mario 64 when he hits fire. Sorry.
Oh,
You should have got
God.
that one.
I should have gotten that one, but I mean, you were talking about stories from our youth, and maybe
Yep.
just I am, but that's fine. In my old home in suburban upstate New York, we had, you know how the basements, I don't know if yours has it too. They have like that small window that you
Yeah.
can kind of see up. I was playing Monopoly with my brother and his best friend. So they were older than me, and my brother's best friend had an older brother. So we were down there playing Monopoly. I was very young, and I was also scared of a lot of stuff. I don't know if that surprises you. But
Sure.
I
No,
was.
not really. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And so CJ's older brother came and just did like a clown laugh into the window.
Into the window.
I legit, I think, did piss myself, and I ran upstairs, like screaming.
Oh my
I
God. How old were you? 12?
9 or 10.
Oh boy, yeah, that's older than I thought.
No, it wasn't very good.
Oh God. All right. Well, that's not. I'm sorry if I
And
just
point is,
opened up
it sounded
PTSD.
kinda like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I just opened up the PTSD on that. My bad. All right, 2 more.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's got to be a game thing.
One more time.
Oh, what is that one?
Oh. That might have given it away.
Oh. I don't know.
I didn't know that was at the end of there.
I have
It's a little personal for me, but it's well known enough. I don't think you'll get it, but
DK Country or something.
it is Donkey Kong Country, kind of. It's the Rare logo before all the Donkey Kong games when we're the company that makes them.
Okay.
Yep, that one tickles the back of my brain. Right
Yeah, I can see it. I was like, is it something Donkey Kong? But I didn't recognize it.
It is pretty good. Nice.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
One last one.
Shit. What the fuck? Okay. I thought I was getting somewhere, and then
Okay.
I did not get anywhere. Hello?
You want it again?
No, I know what it sounds like.
Okay.
Is that like a ring, 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 ring banana phone?
No, it's not.
Bananas in pajamas?
It's another game. I know you had told me you always used to play it with your brother. I played it a lot as well.
I mean, it's not Battlefront 2. It's not like, oh God.
You sure?
Is that Battlefront 2?
It is.
Oh!
From 2005. That is the
Wait, what is
when
that?
you're going to the planets and it like zooms in on the planet with the squares
Yes!
and then it goes.
Now that sound is so Star Warsy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that you know that's what it is, yes,
Yeah.
there it is.
Okay,
It's
I was-
such a specific noise.
I
but-
was also trying to get something Battlefront 2, but the gun sounds just were too weird. I didn't remember it was, but
Yeah, it's just like the map zooming in on it and finding it and all.
don't you
that.
think it's funny how
2005.
much of these were like video games? Because like, let's be clear, video games from 2004 to 2011 were so superior.
Yeah, and I we did do these because they were nostalgia, so we have to.
Nostalgia is the best drug.
Well, sure, right, which is why they're the best games for us.
I did.
But
I know.
comparatively,
I know. I did look at I was like looking at some old games and I played one called like Cool Borders. Like an SSX competitor.
Sure, yeah,
And
like a random one you get in
yeah.
a McDonald's bag.
I
or
remember
something.
I remember being like, this shit is like, I was like 7. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
this chick is so fucking hot. It is like 6 pixels.
Yeah,
it
like
is
3 triangles
Yeah,
pointing in the right
it's just
directions. Oh my
her
god!
pigtails are like the bigger part of her body.
I remember I got some GameCube game. It was truly like from buying another product, and they gave it to you in like a little paper like disc holder, and it was so weird. I don't even remember what it was.
I know,
but it
yeah.
but it didn't work. So like
Okay.
I went through all the effects to get it, and it was like cool, put it in, and I definitely still have that somewhere. But so they were superior for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Blow, fucking cleaning on your shirt.
Yeah, all the
Stupid
things.
ass
We used to
shit,
have a machine that would like wash the bottom. Well, it wasn't
Of
wash.
course
it
you
was
did.
because we had a lot of problems. We had to get our Wii fixed like 3 times. We were not good to our consoles in the
I can believe that. I can believe that. Oh, that was fun. Really good job with yours. Yours
Yeah,
were,
thank you.
That was much better than mine. And I
Well,
got to
they were
give
fun.
credit where
And
credit's due.
you got them right though, so that
did.
counts for something.
I did. Well, except the last 2 or something.
Yeah.
But that brings us to our next segment, which is Trivia Tuesday.
Okay, I want to go first.
After you. It's just a reminder, it's 3-2 me still.
Right.
Bad boys. We're having a white boy summer.
So, speaking of the last question that I just did with the sound effect, in Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005, which of the following characters was not a playable character?
Oh boy.
A. Lando Calrissian. B. Jango Fett. C. Princess Leia. Or D. Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Ki-Adi-Mundi is the yellow lightsaber, right?
No.
Orange?
No. Blue.
Okay. Blue?
Blue.
Okay, then I am thinking of someone else. I think it's Lando is where my brain immediately went. I feel like I remember Leia, but I can't remember if that was... Yeah. And then, who'd you say second?
Jango Fett.
Yeah, Django. It's probably going to be Boba, and I'm going to... You could play Boba, and you couldn't play Django, and I'm going to be pissed, but I'm going to say Lando. They didn't have a lot of black characters in the game at that point in time, so I'm
Final
going to stick
answer?
with my guns, yeah.
Correct. Lando Calrissian was not in the game for some reason.
Yes.
I don't
Okay.
know why. They had all these other strange characters like Ki-Adi-Mundi, but they couldn't put
okay,
Lando
I gotta
in.
look up
I mean-
Ki-Adi-Mundi because I
Oh,
remember...
Oh, you don't have to. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
just
know
his
who that
head
is.
is just weird looking.
Yeah, I remember those characters being in there. I actually
Yes.
played... Do you know the movies The Three Ninjas? I can't remember if I've ever talked
you
about that.
you talked to me about portraying them with your brother.
Okay,
And
I don't know
it
if that was on
the
this podcast.
It was because it was during Two Truths and a Lie, and it was your lie, and you picked a different movie, and then the truth of it was that it was about the Three Ninjas. So I remember that.
Okay, so yeah, so I was Tum Tum. He was the yellow ninja.
Right,
So
you were Tum Tum.
back in the day, I did everything yellow. Like everything was yellow. So
okay.
I can't remember who has the yellow lightsaber, but I played him in like everything. Yellow lightsaber user Plo Koon.
That's my brother's favorite Star Wars character. believe
That's
it or
right.
not.
Shout out Jake, that's my dog right there. Fuck yeah, I love Battlefront 2. That is one of the best games ever
They
made.
were the classic, yeah.
That's
PlayStation
so
2
fucking good.
came out the same day Revenge of the Sith came out. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
I used to be playing Battlefront 2 and listening to the live version, MTV Hard Rock Simple Plan.
Wow,
Dude,
that's a deep memory right there. I can tell.
Yes, I
That's
got
awesome.
stuff stored
That's
in here,
awesome.
but I can't remember what happened 3 days ago.
Yeah, well, that's because you weren't playing Battlefront 2 listening to Simple Plan.
I know. I've also polluted my brain with alcohol and drugs.
Well, yeah.
so-
Well, other than that, though.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
My question.
turn.
I think this is a pretty easy one.
Yeah, you
actually,
do often.
The Florida Panthers are in the Stanley Cup Finals for the 3rd year in a row. They just beat the piss out of someone in Game 3. Who did they lose to their first year in the finals?
I think I know, but
Las Vegas Golden Knights, Los Angeles Kings, Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers.
Golden Knights.
Yes, Randall, I won't even placate yet. That's
Let's go.
The Knights pissed on them.
I remember that actually. I watched that series.
They beat them 5-1. In Game 1, they won 9-3.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, good for them too. New franchise getting
Brand
getting
new
big
franchise.
like that.
I
Awesome.
think it was their second year, not their
It was.
first. I think they made it in their
they
first
made
year.
it the first year
and then they
won
won
the
their
second
second year.
Yeah.
Impressive team.
Very good.
But listen, we both deserve that. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
good.
that was great. I
Yeah.
feel good about that one.
Yeah,
you know?
come on. Sometimes we got to just have some good stuff going on.
Gotta cheese it just a little bit.
Yeah, two fucking ice protesters. And that brings us to you asked. We have some good ones, so
Okay.
we have plenty of time to get to these. This one comes from Jordan, so shout out Jay Weezy. By the way, this is You Asked, where you ask us questions. So who
is
asked?
true.
You asked. What was your favorite Best Picture nominee from last year?
Oh boy.
And if you don't, I got him.
Fantastic.
Randall, you think I wouldn't prep you for this? Oppenheimer, which won? American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Feels like so many movies.
It does.
But
do they have a limit on that, or do they just get to nominate however many?
I
they
think they can just nominate whatever they want, but I don't know about what the Academy's doing. They gave Harvey Weinstein a lot of fucking
want?
Oscars.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and a lot of other things. All right, what do you got, Barbenheimer?
Yeah, well, listen. Oppenheimer, I'm a Christopher Nolan guy. I have Christopher Nolan tattoos. Luckily, I'm wearing a sweater, so you can't see them, so you'll never know if it's true or not. But if I'm not being like a Christopher Nolan stan or Oppenheimer stan, Past Lives, in my eyes, probably actually should have won. Excuse me, not Past Lives, Poor Things with Emma Stone.
And Mark Ruffalo.
And Mark Ruffalo. I think that movie was stunning.
Really?
Fucking stunning. Unbelievable. I love Christopher Nolan. I thought Poor Things should have beaten Oppenheimer.
Wow, that means a lot too.
Yes.
Coming from you.
Yeah.
Well,
Emma Stone was incredible.
You know about me is I have my Barbie tattoo, but you can't see because I have a short sleeve on.
That's
but
right.
You'll never know if it's true.
You'll
or not.
never know if it's true.
But I don't think Barbie should have won, but Barbie was my favorite of all the movies that I saw. I didn't see all of them, but from the ones I did see, that was the most fun, and I really liked the whole social thing that came with it too.
It was fun. That Barbenheimer time was just a very quick moment of bliss before hell hath run over us.
That was it, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why I liked it too. Because everybody was like not taking it seriously. It made people not take Oppenheimer seriously, which is hilarious because
I know.
they were like, "Let's go to see Barbie. Okay, let's go see Oppenheimer," and then it's just like this most devastating dark movie they've ever seen.
Yeah. Did you watch Oppenheimer in theaters?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but I remember
so-
you did, and you saw the good one, the Giga one.
I did. I went and I saw. I said, Kels, we are lucky enough to be in a 75 millimeter IMAX location. We will be doing nothing but going to it in that theater. I will say I have sound sensitivity, and was my asshole puckered like a pufferfish when the bomb went off and it was waiting for the sound to get to them.
I mean,
because
that was so tense. I
was you knew it was going to play the bomb sound.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be a
And
loud boom. You knew everything was coming.
I knew a loud boom was coming, and I was just like, fuck, this theater has such good sound. I'm going to be so miserable. And it was actually the second worst part of that movie, because what was the worst part?
What's that?
All the feet stomping on the gym
Oh, at the end when he's
at the
giving
end.
the speech? Yeah, that was pretty loud
Dude,
too.
that in the theater was miserable.
I mean, I think that's what they were trying to go for too, that it was like the bomb, right? Like
Right,
it was
right.
just
Oh, 100%.
still in his head.
Randall,
So good.
you should be a fucking critic, dude.
I think I would be a good film critic.
I think
do.
you would be a good film critic, actually.
Yeah, and then somebody starts yelling at me for my opinions, and then I take it personal, and then I
Yeah,
go back.
right.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I remember like because we watched it. I watched it with my family, and like even I remember like losing consciousness in that build up to the bomb, like, and all of a
Yes.
sudden, right before in the silence, I was like, oh my god, my heart's beating so fast. And, like, oh my god, I guess I do like this movie. I guess I'm really into it. But yeah, so
It's too
yeah,
slow.
a
It's
good
too
one.
long. It's blah, blah, blah. Really? Because what did you feel in that moment? Anyway, that was fucking filmmaking, but so was Poor Things. And so was Barbie.
All good.
And The Holdovers. You know what I did not like?
What's that?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
I've heard that. Yeah.
That was the same length as Oppenheimer and done poorly.
Yeah.
For
and
having
I
that
heard
length.
it wasn't even really that like good as far as messaging. It was just like,
No.
hey, here's this sucks, and there's nothing that's done.
They
about
spent
it,
so much time on the white people, and it was supposed to be about like the natives
right,
reclaiming.
and their plight and all that.
But
stuff,
and it was
yeah.
just like, oh, by the way, yeah, the native woman is sick. Don't worry though, we're gonna show you Leo.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay,
you gotta
whatever.
pay for. If you're paying for Leo, you gotta get your money's worth.
I know. So yeah, great question, Jordan.
Very good.
That was fun. Now I have a couple from Kelsey. Shout out my day one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the first time Kelsey's ever given us questions?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. First one. What is our celebrity couple name? Me and you, Randall.
Ooh.
There's Benifer. There's other
mean-
ones that I can't think of right now.
So I mean, if we're just going by normal celebrity couple rules, you either got A Dull or Randin. and A Dull sounds like something that our new fan on Instagram would comment underneath one of our videos. So
Hey, you guys aren't fucking funny, okay?
yeah, more like A Dull, am I right?
Yeah.
So I don't think we could do that one. But
I-
what if we did Randy instead of Randall? Would that work? 80? Andy? Wait, well, we can't do that one.
Can I pitch one to you? And
Yes,
you can
of
tell me
course.
if you hit it out of the park. Randadel.
Rand Adel. Why Adel?
Well, it's Rand and then Aid and then
Oh, like
Rand.
like from the end of Randall.
Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. I mean, listen. Again, we're just spaghetti
think-
at the wall.
I think we're gonna have to pitch this to our viewers. We're gonna have to ask what they think.
What's our celebrity couple name? They're just gonna say.
Why'd you get so close to the mic? You were never gonna say it. You were never gonna say
I was
it.
gonna bleep it out, but I can't.
Of course you
I
can't. What is
put it
wrong
on
with
the
you?
Microphone. Do you know what I was gonna say?
I could guess. It's one of your favorite words.
Whoa! Hold on. Stop.
That's messed up, Adel. It's messed up. Okay. I'm sorry. What about Brusso?
Yeah.
I'm moving on past here.
How about this? Let's move on. It doesn't matter. Call that. Do your thing.
I wanna
know. Next one. How about we are everyone's celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Obviously. But what about your celebrity crushes? Don't be afraid of this one.
Well, you go first. You knew this question was coming, so.
Again, I have two really easy ones, and
Yeah.
I'll probably think of, Haley Williams is.
Oh.
I think everyone could just like put that in a steak and be like, yeah, that one's
Sure.
easy, Aiden. Otherwise, I would say like a Cillian Murphy, not to be the Oppenheimer guy again, but boy, oh boy, do I like that nice, handsome Irish man.
He's a good looking guy.
He's a
All right.
good-
So if we're
dude,
doing
if I
celebrity
could-
crush, let's see. I mean, I feel like it's easy. Like objectively attractive. Ana de Armas is just beautiful.
I
as a person.
was literally about to beat you to the punch that you
Yeah,
said.
I mean
Ana de
she
Armas. Yeah.
is.
No, I know.
That's, and that's fine. That's just like the answer you have to give.
Funny
it
you
seems like.
say that. We got called out for not saying Ana de Armas in our Name 100 Women segment.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Well, I guess maybe she's not my celebrity crush then.
I don't know,
If
man.
out of 100 I didn't think of her once.
You said the 11-year-old Northwest, but not Ana de Armas.
Okay, well now you're putting in weird context on that one.
I'm just saying what the comments said.
You know,
I'm just saying what the comments said.
I just want to put, it's not like a rant, but every time I hear the celebrity crush question, I think of this ex that I had 5 years ago. I don't remember. Who knows? But we were talking about celebrity crushes, you know, normal stuff that you talk about. And I said mine. I'm pretty sure I said her, actually. And then I asked her, you know, who's yours? And she said Elon Musk. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. And she was like, oh, no, I think he's kind of funny and smart. And, you know, he takes care of his family. And, like, she was serious.
Oh.
And that was the end very soon after that one.
That was weird.
I was like, I think I've made a bad...
You mentioned that relationship ended. Why? You kind of didn't say anything, and now it all comes to light.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I couldn't believe it. I truly thought she was kidding. But you know what? That's fine.
Dude, he was a fucking Sigma male 5 years ago.
Yeah, the picture of him with his chest out on the boat.
He doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, like in Ed, there's no way. Anyway, I think about her often because of what's going on these days.
Yeah.
You know? Do you think she still likes him? Probably not.
What do you think of the breakup?
Oh, between Elon, well, they kissed and made up today.
I know. I saw Elon said I shouldn't have said those things.
Yeah, I mean, he kissed Trump's ass, is what I meant.
Fucking pussy, by the way. What a pussy
well,
ass
the FBI
bitch.
probably came up to him and were like, "Hey, delete the post about the Epstein files," and then he had no choice but to come back.
He got lightly waterboarded for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
I'll let it go.
More like they took away his ketamine stash and then he was done. He said, "Okay, fine, just give it back."
Have you seen the video of him in the White House, like
tweaking?
Yeah. Unreal.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
Yes,
speaking of Kels, this was what I was going to open the show.
Speaking of ketamine. Oh, speaking of ketamine, go ahead.
Bad segue. She's going to be mad at me for that. Speaking of Kels, she did. This is what I was going to say at the beginning of the show. You did not remind me, but
we didn't get to the end yet. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I was talking to her, and I think we were talking about the pod, and she's like, I think I only really questioned things one time. Like you're an idiot, but ultimately not too much of an idiot, except one time. And I said, was it the illiteracy thing? And she's like, that wasn't very good.
Yeah, okay.
And so I wanted to bring it back up because I explained it, and I wanted to just say, I don't think.
Hey, before you go into it, I helped you get out of that, and now you're putting yourself back in. I just want you to know.
I'm willing. I think I want to dive back in. I'm scuba certified in illiteracy now. I realize I didn't explain myself that well, which could be the title of my biography on this podcast. But what I really was trying to get at was not like the unprivileged people that just do not have the ability or opportunity to learn. They just don't have education opportunities like that. What I wanted to say was we have an epidemic of 17-year-old affluent white kids who read at a 5th grade level, and the reading comprehension and context of it all is completely lost on this generation. And not all of them, because I will never paint a completely broad brush, but a lot of them. The illiteracy rates of people graduated from high school have tanked, and that doesn't make sense to me. The fact that I think they can't sound things out. Like a guy named Grant in fucking North Missouri right now couldn't sound out like Sacagawea. Not a good example. Again, bad at explaining myself. Doesn't matter. Point is, that was who I was talking about.
What was all that stuff about, like the Chinese letterings that you can't read and stuff?
Stop! Don't.
You think I forget?
No, I didn't ask you to bring that up.
I remember it very well.
Okay, wasn't the point.
Yeah, but it was your point then. So
I'm explaining.
No, you're trying to rewrite your history here.
No, don't talk to me about rewriting history, mister.
Okay, whatever you say. That's your thing.
You're just gonna not be on my side still?
No, I mean, like, sure, yeah. There's an epidemic of people who can't read. Sure, I agree. That's a great take. That would have been a great take for you to say last time. But it's not what you said.
If I didn't already blow it a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Was it a month ago? Yeah. So
It
I
was more
mean,
than a month ago.
look, was that her question? Was to bring
No,
up that?
it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
You just wanted to bring it up. I see.
It was celebrity crushes. The last one was how many mugs should one person own?
Oh, I own 6. I wish I had 7.
Do you?
Yeah, actually.
I think maybe there's like a mug theory. I think there's probably
mug
something that
theory?
already exists because to your point, you have 6. The next mug is always the best. And I think
Why's that?
that is like there's something there where it's like as many mugs as you have, that next mug. It's almost like a grass is always greener. Even though you have so many mugs and they all are the exact same, ultimately, a vessel for drinking coffee, the next mug is the good one. And you want to keep chasing that next mug.
I
next
do.
high.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do have like one mug that's like my one, and then I have the off days where I don't get to use it because I haven't washed it yet or something.
Yeah.
So
I use one mug.
yeah. Do you? You only use one mug? I use all 6 of my mugs. I do. And,
I
and
go
sometimes
between
I'll just
2.
wash them too, and I'll just go to the next one. So I don't know why.
I go between my heat changing Nightmare Before Christmas mug.
Of course.
And then I have like a micro coffee shop in Northern California mug that I really like. And those are the 2 I rotate between. But we have 13 mugs. I don't know.
Interesting. My favorite coffee mug is one that I got at the Syracuse bookstore in 2014, probably. No, it was 2016 or 17, because it was when The Force Awakens was coming out. And for
Nice.
whatever reason, Star Wars did a crossover with the Syracuse University bookstore.
Well.
and it had a picture of Chewbacca and the Syracuse logo on it. And it says, "Let the orange win," like
Yep.
let the Wookiee win. And
I know that.
where
mug.
did that come from? Yeah,
I know the mug.
I'm sure you've seen it, but like, why did that ever happen? I don't know, but it feels like
I
a
think
relic that I have. So,
with a-
like you
with
won't
IP
find that anywhere. So,
No, that's true. That's a once in a lifetime. I feel like with IP that big, there's just licensable everything, and if you pay a certain amount, you can just license whatever you want.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, do you think there was that at like other schools somewhere? Like there was like,
for
let
sure.
the Huskies win. Let
the
Star Wars
Hokies win.
UConn?
Let the
Yeah.
Hurricanes win. Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm sure.
Maybe I can collect
that's-
them all.
That's interesting that you have 6 and you're solo in that spot. Not to call you out for living
I?
alone, but
That's true.
no one.
Yeah, but
no one hurt him.
I still use all of them, even though I have some duplicates. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep getting them. Is my point. Like, it's just
I
happens
believe
to
it.
be 6. So,
Okay. All right.
no,
Cool.
okay. No.
Let us know how many mugs you have, and if you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say 6 per person is fine. If you're in a household of 4, 2 adults, 2 kids, you should have no more than 15.
Wow.
And if you have more than 15,
nobody has the
and-
cabinet space for 15.
Really?
Ever.
I
would-
Do you want me to call Andrew right now and ask him how many mugs he has?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it live.
Okay.
This is because he's gonna be like, why are you calling me?
Your call has
God damn it!
You can call
Okay.
his.
They're gonna be like, Aiden, why'd you call both of us? Are you okay?
Yeah. If she doesn't answer, you better send a text.
I know. Would you say over or under 12?
Oh, definitely over.
Okay.
Do you want? I can give you a number tomorrow.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You've done enough. You've done enough. We gave a number. We said 6 per person was right, and I said I bet Liz and Andrew have deeply over that.
Yes, because I have a problem with shopping at TJ Maxx and Home Goods.
Yep. Fair.
And my parents like to give me Starbucks mugs, so
Very fair.
Let her go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed, please. Sorry. Okay, bye.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks.
Our
Feel
third
bad about
guest. Yeah, I feel bad.
Feel bad about that.
It is 9:30 p.m. Just
It is
so everybody
9:30.
knows.
It is 9:30. It's not past.
Probably
like
should have
11 or
thought not
something.
to do that, but yeah.
I don't know. That feels fair. Andrew did say he was tired today.
Yes. Mhm.
I feel like that wraps this thing up.
I think so too.
We talked about being 12. We talked about Elon Musk. We talked about LA and nothing really going on there. What else
That
did
kitten.
we
That
talk
kitten that
about?
got
Yeah,
rescued.
I know the kitten. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Right. That's what you meant by L.A.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
my
of
bad.
course what I meant. That's of course- we talked about Labubus.
Labubus. Yeah. hmm Do you think you could put our face on a Labubu for the art?
You're really actually, yeah. No, that'd be no problem.
Okay. I was saying I could do it if you can.
Yeah, no, I always thought you were gonna ask for something crazy. I was like, yeah, I'll just it
Like
won't
on a
be
real
good.
one? Yeah. No, I don't want. It doesn't need to be good, and it better not be a real one.
Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for sticking with me, Randall, right by my side.
Hey, and you right by mine.
And if we lived together, we'd have 12 mugs.
We'd have a lot. We'd have a lot of mugs.
I'd get you a mug every day.
Oh, I wouldn't want that. I don't.
You would
want
have
that.
to put them on your Jeep dashboard
That's okay.
like the ducks, though.
I don't put Jeep. Okay, stop. We're done. We're done. You're just trying to get me riled up for the ending. I get it.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, @whoasked. Send questions at pod.whoasked@gmail.com or
Great
on
questions
Instagram and TikTok.
today. Good stuff.
Yes, follow, rate, do all that shit on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.